Cool.
Introducing Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
We are live. Welcome, family, to another show. It is your man BMT in the building. And family, we have to have a dialogue today. All right, we got a lot going on out there in Africa, Kenya to be exact. We're going to discuss it. Okay, it's been some videos that not necessarily been going viral, but it's been some videos put out in the atmosphere that we have to address. Okay, it's a lot of scheming and scamming going out there in the motherland, and we're gonna have to discuss this, man. We're gonna have to talk about it, right? So I want to welcome everybody to the show. Okay, I know we're running a little early today. All right, usually we do the evening shows, but this is a very important show. Let me move over here to the side a little bit. But welcome to the live. All right, let me catch some of these comments, and we're gonna get the party started because, like I said before, we got a lot to discuss today. It's a lot of scheming, scamming, all right, and disingenuous content coming out of Kenya right now. All right, so we're going to talk about that. All right, they better not be banned from Kenya, which do not now to F up. Okay, shout out to BMT's more like BPT. Shout out to my man Nomadic Noir. Guys, do me a favor. We already got 55 in here. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Okay. Let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. Shakur, the young lion, says we are live. That is correct, man. Oh, I want to also give a shout out, man, to my man Tommy at Kickin' Chicken. If you guys are ever in Pattaya, I did an interview with him. Go check him out. Kickin' Chicken, man. Great wings and waffles out there on Soy 5 in Pratamac. So make sure you check out my man Kickin' Chicken. Kenny People says what we need to do not have no more debates. We need to start getting bubbles online because almost end of the year, we need to start telling brothers to come and move discreetly out of the matrix. All right, shout out to my man Kenny Peoples in the building. We got my man Paul Jones. Why would Passport Bros be banned because of the action of one person. We're going to talk about that. All right. Passport bros are not banned. First of all, it's an ideology, it's a mindset. But they keep associating negative behavior by one individual. That's him. He has said countless times that he's not a passport bro. As a matter of fact, man, I mean, it's a lot of. I just was listening. I just was tapped into a stream by one of the content creators who's talking crazy on the passport bros. I think he might be Ghanaian or something like that. And he called me a J Rello. He was like, yeah, BMT is just like J Rello, and they're all like J Rello, and they be beating women and doing all this, assaulting women. I'm just like, okay, here we go with this. So right now, you got some guys, man. I mean, they just on a witch hunt, basically. They are on a witch hunt out there. We're going to talk about it. We're going to show a couple of videos. We're going to definitely discuss this. And the crazy part is I actually had a few of these gentlemen on this panel a few days ago discussing the brother that was finessed, all right, green card scam. We were discussing that. I had these gentlemen on my panel, and just to hear them still lying, it's just a little disappointing, man. It's disappointing. And I know because I work with a African on the app. Shout out to my Nigerian developer. Shout out to my CTO. He's American, but his family comes from Nigeria. So I don't want to just make it seem like we're just talking all bad about Africans. That, of course, that's not the case. But it's some little jealousy going on out there that we just got to talk about, man, because this is crazy. All right. So the usual Austin Holloman calls all of this American Brazil and now Kenya. Let's talk about it, man, because what did he necessarily cause? All right. Mike Oliver is in Kenya. All right. All right. Shout out my man Brandon Clark in the business. So listen to the stream while I'm on the balcony here in Cartagena. All right. Shout out my man Brandon Clark, Stocks and Passport Bros. Sun is hot. Raw says, bet they feeling real stupid right now, defending Kenya only for Kenya to ish on them right now. Well, let's just say some kings, because this is small. Listen, this right here was orchestrated. It was 100% orchestrated. I know so because it was some guys on the stream. Like I said, I did some previous streams earlier this week, and they said it had something coming down the line. It was like, yeah, you better watch out. We got something brewing. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to definitely talk about their little constructed protests. I mean, it's so janky, bro. It's just so janky. I mean, when you see it, they just look silly as hell. All right, they really do look silly as hell. Shout out my man Brooklyn Biggie Small says, shout out to BMT from Brooklyn, New York. BK in the house. What up, man? Africa as a whole has a colonizer mindset. Hey, listen, see, this is the thing. With the internet, there's always receipts and videos out there. So I don't even understand in this day and age in 2025 why people would make such disingenuous, defamational content, right? I don't know why they got their faces, because you can be, even in Kenya, you can be sued for defamation. All right. And that is technically defamation when you're putting labels on people and you're saying things that aren't true to slander that person. Like I said before, they on the stream talking about me, and I had them on my stream a couple of days ago. I thought the dialogue was good and fair, but they calling me J Rello. I'm like, what the fuck I got to do with J Rello? So they just trying to put J Rello on all Black Americans, man. They trying to put J Rello, and this is the sad thing about it. When people talk about Pan-Africanism, you would think possibly coming from the position that we come from, right? Just having, being in the, I would say, first world, very strong country, you would think that it was us that would not want the relationship. But I'm starting to see that it's a lot of them that truly don't want the relationship. It's a lot of them that honestly has vitriol towards foundational Black Americans. It's unfortunate because it's not fair. But I'm starting to see that now when I click on a panel and I hear them pocket watching, people, hating on people, lying on people, and doing it in a very dangerous manner. Doing it in a very dangerous manner. All right, I don't know where he's at. Shout out to my man Barico 7 said, we already got 110 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We might do a panel. It says, good afternoon, BMT. Ooh, Barico. Okay, good evening. Forget the haters come to Puerto Rico. You won't be disappointed. You know what? I just met a guy at a party. Shout out to my man Malcolm. I was at his birthday party, and I met a guy from the Virgin Islands. He was mentioning why I didn't visit Puerto Rico while I wasn't in the DR. Good point. Right? Said Relo done changed the game. They're trying to put Relo on everybody right now. All right, King Anthony. Okay, Grenor says we don't sexual perverts and predators in Kenya get out. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all because you let the white boys rock. All right. He got scammed because he went for a woman that wasn't into him. Okay. If I got any mods in here, I mean, you can let them rock out if they get a little too disrespectful. What up, that naughty American expat? Salute to the chat. Salute to the BMT chat. Salute to you guys. So it said Jay Rello accomplished his assignment and now he's dipped. Anonymous says they can't make money talking about Kenya on YouTube, so they start talking about the Passport Bros. All right. All right. Shout out to my man D Griff with the first super chat of the day. He says, I think you guys need to be better judges of characters before you platform someone. Jay Rello's poor character is easy to see. Shout out to my man D Griff with a 5 super chat. I really appreciate that, and that's true. Son is hot. Rob recorded a protest, and it wasn't sponsored. It was poor grievance. Okay, so this is Kenya Dispatch News. They got about 700 subscribers. I think this is the guys that are behind the manufactured protests. Okay, so they're in the chat. Shout out to them. Shout out to my man Apartment R. $2 super chat. Are you worried about being on Rello's split list? I don't know what Rello's split list is, but no, I'm not worried about anything. But that tribal was crazy. You have to really watch out for that tribal confusing. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna play a few clips. The video was pretty long. I did a few videos, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it was manufactured. Do I have the whole entire video? Okay, I might have to. All right, so this was the first one.
Employed Kenyan women record and monetize.
Hold on. All right, so this is the first one. Let me move this coming out the way real quick. Hold on. All right. So they got the Passport Bros sign out. King Digital News. That's got about I would say 700 something subs or something like that. So it's not like a huge platform. They're shooting pretty tight. So it might seem like it's a lot of people out there, but in my opinion, from just my conjecture, from what I'm seeing, I'm thinking somebody might have paid these people and just kind of gave them a rundown of what the protest. And the thing is, when you have a protest, and learn from Black America, learn a little bit from the FBAs, all right? When we speak on certain issues that we're having in the United States, okay, we usually don't read from a piece of paper written for, by someone for us to read. That right, I'm just trying to, critique you guys on your manufactured little protest here, guys, all right? And this is why I call you guys, I don't call it all of y'all, but this is why I'm saying Kenyan scammers, all right? Because this is very manufactured. And keep in mind, when you say certain things, it's very easy in 2025 to look at someone's content and fact check it, all right? It's very easy for people to debunk you. And when you have little silly little protests like this, where you got other issues at hand, I mean, you guys got some serious issues coming down the line that you should be protesting. But in your minds, what you're doing is you're trying to, demonize Black Americans so you can be closer to whiteness to a certain degree. All right, but let me go ahead and play it. Like I said, he's reading from a piece of paper somebody wrote. Come on, fam. You got to do better than that. If you're going to pay somebody to do some shit, at least let them give them some time to remember, or at least have them. I'm giving you a guy's, just a media tip. Get a big white poster board, right? Put it behind the camera and they can read it better. Don't give them a piece of paper and tell them, hey, man, I'm going to give you, 1,000 shillings or something to read this, what I wrote.
The Passporbros network is a cancer to society. They fundraise abroad, exploit Kenyan women, record and monetize abuse.
I would say at least about 90% to 95% of guys that consider themselves passport bros or believe in the passport bros ideology don't even visit Kenya. I'm just saying.
Type victims into silence and demean African women with coded insults.
They're talking about Jay. They're talking about one person. They're talking about Jay Rello. Just keep that in mind. They're talking about Jay Rello, a person that has said that he's not a passport bro 1,000,000 times.
Community call to action. Victims must come forward. Without them, perpetrators cannot be prosecuted. Report to police, GBV, NGOs, or trusted media.
Do you see how stupid that sounds? So victims of the so-called passport bros must come forward, right? Who? You're searching for victims of so-called passport bros?
Drivers, hosts, bartenders, bouncers, security, and venues. If you see something, say something. Reject and report exploitation.
Did she just say bartender? Hold on. Did he just say bartenders? Hold on. This is why I say this is manufactured. Come on.
Hosts, bartenders, bouncers, security, and venues. If you see something, say something. Reject and report exploitation.
All right, so they're saying the bartenders, the bouncers, and the people at the club, if they see something, report some form of exploitation in a nightclub.
Content creators expose the behavior, use the pyramid to show the system, and amplify responsibly. Kenya is not for sale. Protect our women, protect our nation.
All right, why don't you protect your women? And I'm going to show you some receipts in a moment, but why don't you protect your women against everybody? If it's that serious about protecting your women, all right, because they're not, I would consider to be a very small percentage of so-called Black Americans, in Kenya in the first place. But they damn sure ain't doing nothing out the way. You keep pointing out one dude, one individual, right, versus the other people that's really exploiting out there. We're going to get to that in a moment. And I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let the social workers say it.
The so-called passport bros are exploiting Kenyan women. They raise money abroad, travel here, record.
He's talking about Jay Rello. He's talking about Jay Rello raising money. He's keeping us associated. They got passport bros on some signs. All right, come on.
Monetize, abuse, and spread lies about our people. This cancer must be stopped. Victims first. Without survivors, perpetrators cannot be prosecuted. If you have been harmed, please report to your nearest police station, GBV, NGO, or trusted media. You are not alone. Community action. Drivers have got a free entry into our country without being regulated or without having a proper lined down procedures of hosting them. We are asking our government.
You can tell somebody in the background with the little phone or the little camera. They just like, pick up the energy a little bit.
Through the Ministry of Interior and Foreign Affairs, that other countries have restricted and have protected their citizens and their women against exploitation by foreigners, especially on drug abuse and sex abuse. Our young female, our young daughters are being exploited, are being misused, are being bribed not to raise alarm over this particular poisonous activity. We are asking the government to take up, to speed up an investigation into this behavior.
Listen, your guys' government has something way bigger that's coming on the front. So I'm going to play that video in a second. That's way more important for them to take a look at than this bullshit.
Because it seems that this behavior is highly operating in our country. we are seeing that most of our women are experiencing different challenges from foreigners, but they cannot raise their voice because the government is not aware of this.
Yeah, it's very dangerous what they're doing. It's very dangerous what they're doing. All right. Well, that jealousy is something else, man. Let me get a super chat before I play the other video. Hold on. What's this? Let me get this off the screen. Hold on. All right. Bishop NYC23 with a 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, be honest, most Africans don't mess with American blacks. That's very true. You see it all the time when we travel. They look at us like the other, and you absolutely right. Listen, guys, this was a shocker to me. This was like one of the biggest shockers to me in my travels was the lookaways, the stares, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty bad, to be honest with you. I can recount several times that I've ran into Africans. Now, don't get me wrong, my African brothers in America that grew up in America, they're cool. You see what I'm saying? Like my Nigerian brothers, we go to school together. I'm not talking about them, the brothers that's in America, the second generation, Nigerians and everything. It's all love, man, but in my travels, and I'm trying to think, let me recount when I was in Cambodia, right? I'm in Cambodia, I'm in Phnom Penh. And it's just natural for a black person or any person of any ethnic group to look for somebody that looks like you, right? So I'm in Cambodia and I'm just looking around. I'm like, I ain't seeing no black people, right? Okay, it's no black people. Okay, of course I see a few white people here and there, but it's of course majority Cambodians. I'm talking to the driver; he's cool and everything like that. But I saw a couple of Africans in the mall out there in Phnom Penh, right? And I'm just like, oh shit, some more black people. I'm like, hey, brother, hey, hey. And they just kind of look at me and cut away, walk the other way. Okay, cool, no problem. Now I'm in a bar in Phnom Penh, right? I'm in a bar in Phnom Penh. And this bar, I would say it's maybe like an African bar. I think it was called Helium or something like that. The bar with the balloons. I'm not into that balloon shit, but they be doing all the balloons and shit. And I see some Africans. They was from Cameroon. I strike up a conversation because it's not too many black people around. Excuse me. And they just kind of cut it short. All right. And I've had this happen several times, even here in Thailand. Not so much elsewhere, but definitely here in Thailand, they'll cut away, look away. It's just a strange relationship that we have. And it's not necessarily the Black Americans. It's really them. All right. But I appreciate the $5 super chat. All right. Shout out to my man, Son is Hot Raw with $10. I think that's the British pound. I appreciate that. And don't let them run that tribalism game on. Because why don't they practice tribalism against the colonizers and non-black groups who actually mistreat them? You are absolutely correct. See, to us, this the thing, man. This the thing. So other black people, right? Africans, Caribbeans, they have this thing where they're trying to get close to whiteness to a certain degree. Whereas a lot of Black Americans, we know that's some BS. We work within these systems too. We know how to move and navigate within this, this infrastructure that we in, the Westerns, we know how to move around. Right? But with them, it's okay, if I delineate myself from the Black Americans, I will get treated and I will have more opportunities. This is what happened with Austin in Brazil, in my opinion. You had a woman that was saying, hey, I know you guys get mistreated in America, so let me demean you, right? Let everybody else do what they do, ask the same exact questions. But since you Black American, I'm going to demean you to try to undermine you, right? And that way I will get treated and I will have more opportunities. And you have a lot of them that have that mentality. Like I said before, I just had I think a Ghanaian American and a Kenyan American. I don't even know if you call them Kenyan Americans, Nigerian Americans. They're Kenyan. You know what I'm saying? They just was able to get into the country off our civil rights. and finesse the system and get some benefits like they've been doing for a while. But they were just sitting there, just line after lie after lie after lie. Right? Lie after lie after lie. Very disingenuous. But let me play this real quick. Now, this the thing. Let me show you guys something. I just played the video.
That defending the homeland is...
All right. So, listen. For you Africans, all right, that's in the chat, I want you to take a look at this. While you trying to, do your little white worship on, I want you to take a look at the United States president, current president of the United States. We're not getting into politics. We're not going to get into politics, family. I'm just saying this is a statement that he made, okay? And I want you to understand how damaging word associating can be. I want you to hear what he says before he mentions Kenya, all right? And after he mentions Kenya, all right? This is coming down the line. Now, I know you're going to think to yourself, okay, what has got to do with you Black Americans and everything? Well, Black Americans had a lot to do with this guy being president. Okay, it was a large percentage of us that actually voted for this guy. All right, so let me play this video. Hold on.
We've brought back the fundamental principle that defending the homeland is the military's first and most important priority. That's what it is. Only in recent decades did politicians somehow come to believe that our job is to police the far reaches of Kenya and Somalia, while America is under invasion from within. We're under invasion from within.
All right, so I want to pause it right there. Now, keep in mind, America has bases all over the planet, all over the world. You have America with bases, Korea, all throughout Asia, all throughout Europe, everywhere, all throughout Africa, right? Why would he disassociate with just Kenya and Somalia in general? Why would he do that? Why would he say it's a war within? You know what that really means? See, we know what that means. Black Americans know exactly what he means by that. All right. He's basically saying that he's going to get a lot of you African immigrants, all right, alongside other immigrants out of the United States. That's what he's saying. And he's saying he's going to pull, right, the very help that that your country needs. He's going to pull, all right, the military out of those places that could possibly be very bad if they don't get it together over there. Right?
No different than a foreign enemy, but more difficult in many ways because they don't wear uniforms.
Bro, he's literally talking like I said, he just mentioned Kenya and Somalia. Now he's saying the war within. He's almost putting a target on your guys' backs. This is what you ought to be concerned with right now. See, for the last, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, Kenyans, other people have been able to go inside the United States, make their money, send money back to their homelands, and then look down on Black Americans. But now you got a far right president, all right, who's basically calling you guys terrorists in a roundabout way. All right. That's a bigger issue than the passport bros. Because when America pulls their military out of your country, I guarantee there's going to be some issues.
At least when they're wearing a uniform, you can take them out. These people don't have uniforms. But we are under invasion from within. We're stopping it very quickly. After spending trillions of dollars defending the borders of foreign countries, with your help, we're defending the borders of our country from now on. We're not going to let this happen. Biden let people come in from prisons, mental institutions, drug dealers, murderers. We had 11,488 murderers allowed into our country by this guy who had no clue.
Now, this is to me, right, this is very dangerous name association. Like, he's saying all this before and after he mentioned Kenya and Somalia. Now, we know more or less he's talking about, South American countries and stuff like that, some countries in the Middle East, but he specifically named Kenya and Somalia to let you know that what they're really trying to get out of the United States. And it's going to be very sad, man, if his policies get more years in place. If whoever runs for the other, right or the Republican ticket after his turn, bro, they could be getting a lot of these people out of our country. All right. I would be more concerned about that because that was y'all game plan out there. Y'all game plan is to technically get to the States, to get to our country. And the only reason you're able to get to the United States is because of our civil rights. Otherwise, you would never even enter the United States. And I think some of my African brothers might forget that. Y'all might have forgotten that. But y'all so based on some damn tribalism and jealousy, y'all forget those facts. All right. So let me play this video right here. Hold on. Let me put this video up.
Yeah, and he's just beside.
We got 200 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button. So let me play this, and I'll open up the panel. I'll open up the panel in a second, but check this out. This is a Black American over there in Kenya.
So we have an American brother who's visiting Kenya, and he's just beside himself at, first of all, the beauty of Kenyan women, and then secondly, seeing so many of them with the folks.
I don't think those are Kenyans. I think those might be Ethiopian or Somalis or Rwandans or something. I don't think those Kenyans.
Take a look.
These lumpy head Europeans come in and get beautiful women. I hate it. These lumpy head. It's really crazy to me. It's really interesting. I'm just much happier without them. This is Ruaka. I'm at Ruaka Square, across the street from Quick Mart and Clean Shelf. I'm gonna get me one, and maybe it's gonna bother me less when I see them. Like, I'm coming from like an American scarcity mindset where if I see a white man with a beautiful black woman, I'm like, I might not see another beautiful black woman for 2 weeks because I'm in Minnesota. But in Kenya, if you walk a little bit further, you're gonna see someone else that will make your heart race. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things about, I can see why, there's not a scarcity mindset here because there's so many beautiful people. There's so many beautiful people. I can see how people, it's really interesting.
Well, I don't know whether or not this brother is a passport bro, but it looks as though he's out there looking for a wife, a queen, and the ones, as he referred to, that makes his heart race. But he's seeing a lot of them with white men. And he is, as I said, beside himself. But, this begs the question, why are these Kenyan women getting with white men? And there is an American who has been going there, Jarello, whatever he calls himself, who's out there just insulting and assaulting Kenyan women. He may have developed a bad name for Black American men.
All right, and you guys know how hard I was going on the Jay Rillo situation. You got mad and said some threats or whatever. I don't care. But this is why it's unfortunate, man, for us brothers to a certain degree, man, because we always get hit with a large stroke of a brush when it's just one individual who has nothing to do with any type of ideology, any type of movement. I mean, just one pookie individual. And I don't even blame Jay Rello because Jay Rello going to be Jay Rello. But I don't understand the amount of people that donate to him. That's the issue. You keep seeing this man crashing out. You keep seeing this man gets his channel banned and everything like that. Is he interested in the watch? I'm not going to say yes or no, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, you know how difficult that we have it. We're a very popular culture. We drive, our culture into everybody else's cultures. We got great music, great food, great, people copy our dress. They paint us in paintings all over the world, bro. You might be in Colombia and, some small town somewhere, and you're going to see Tupac and Biggie. I mean, you could be in Thailand somewhere, you will hear a Biggie song. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. But what comes along with that sometimes is the fact that just one person, it's very unfortunate. It's not fair, right? But one person can cause so much drama when people of other cultures cause drama all the time. They just an independent person. Whereas us, unfortunately, they're going to keep associating with this dude with this bad behavior.
He might be part of the problem. Although the areas that he's going to and the women that he's referring to, not sure if it's, the best of areas. Nevertheless, he really has tarnished the reputation of Black American men. And that, as I said, may be part of the problem.
She's right. She's spot on. She is spot on.
Also, look, Kenyan women are deserving of love as well. Would I like to see them with Black men? Absolutely. But it also goes down to.
So the thing is, we saw what the Kenyan woman did to the brother that was, trying to start a family, do everything correctly. I actually reached out to the brother. He didn't want to do an interview. But it's a lot of games being played out there as well. It's a lot of things going on out there. You just can't blame it on them being mistreated. But hold on, so I want to play this, and I just dropped a link in the chat, guys, for you guys to pull on up. We can chop this up about it. But I want to play this last video right here. Hold on.
Sisters from East Africa.
All right. So this is a social worker, actually. All right. This is a social worker. And she's just going to just keep it 100 about what's going on out there in Kenya on the dating scene. Let's see what she has to say.
And she is giving her own reasons. I want you to watch it first. We'll come back and talk about it.
My beautiful sisters from East Africa, especially from Kenya and Burundi, this video is for you. I'm on my knees. I'm a social worker. My name is Becky. I live in Sweden. I work a lot with families from Africa. Please, I'm on my knees begging. Most of these European men you are getting married to, they are not normal. They have some mental issue. The way nobody will stand there for you. The abused, they have to tell us every day. It's horrible. You don't need to go through that. That is not a way to escape poverty. That's not the way. That is not a gateway to enrich yourself.
This is a social worker now out there, and also I had a Kenyan woman reach out to me on Instagram, and she said the same exact thing verbatim.
Stop it. Do you Mozungu, or you call it what? You're getting married to European men with underlying issues that are beating you. They're destroying your body.
That's what she was telling me. That's what the Kenyan woman was telling me.
They're doing all kinds of horrible things to you that they cannot do it to their white women. No journalist will stand there for you. No law enforcement officer will give you justice. No court will give you justice. No social worker will take sides with you. Instead, they will take advantage of you. They are removing your children. The so-called partner is beating you. They're doing all kinds of things with your body. We need to stop. We cannot go so low. We need to stop this thing. The complaints are so enormous. So many complaints. I feel sad what my African sisters are going through in the hands of European men.
Where are the protests, family? Where are the protests at? Where are people with the signs at? Where are the protests at? Why are they protesting Jay Rello and the so-called Passporbros? All right. This is coming from a social worker out there. And like I said before, a Kenyan woman reached out to me, and she's saying exactly what she said verbatim. It was so gruesome in certain cases that I couldn't even repeat it, what those guys are out there doing. Not all of them. All right. I'm just saying in general, it does have a cause to alarm. If it's truly about protecting your women, why aren't you protesting about that, about this?
Kenyan sisters, please, if there's an NGO, try to talk to them. Talk to the young girls in Kenya. Talk to the women in Kenya, in Burundi, that they should be careful. They should be careful getting married to these European men. They call whether it's Muzungu or what. Most often, 80% of the time, it doesn't end up well. And if you see the way they treat our women, oh Lord, you will not believe. It's horrible. It's horrible. The complaints are so many. There are so many. They don't love us. Please, I'm on my knees. There's little we can do. I cannot count how many of them are in women's shelter, beaten by these men.
So yeah, she is in Sweden. She's saying that some of the guys are bringing them from Africa to Sweden. She's talking about Kenyan women, what goes on out there in Sweden and in Kenya.
I cannot count how many of these our mixed children that have been.
All right. So let me go ahead and bring on the panel. I know you guys got a lot to say. Hold on. All right. Let me go ahead and bring on the panel. Bring on my guy, Tunnel Runner, and my man, Naughty American Expat, and my man, Carlos. Carlos, I know you was on that stream I was mentioning earlier. What's going on, fellas? What's good? What's good?
What's up, man?
What's up, Aaron?
Hey,
what's good? What's good? Well, man, what is going on? Matter of fact, let me start with Naughty American Expat because you currently out there, man. What is going on out there?
Bunch of propaganda against black men traveling here. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Jay Rello is one man. I have a neighbor that lives like less than a half a mile from me. I live in an estate here in Nairobi, and I'm telling you, I got a wife. He's got a wife. They just had their second baby. You know, he's not out here acting a fool. That Kenyan Dispatch News, I don't know if it's a real news brand or it's just one guy and it has that name. He tagged me to some BS that you showed here, but when they were reading that script, he actually tagged me to that. It was a couple of days ago when it actually came out. And I had to tell him, I said, man, you guys aren't going after the Caucasian, the Asians, and the Indian expats who work here or they've retired here. They do all kind of abusive. They do all kind of abusive stuff to these Kenyan women. The thing is, if it's a couple, the police don't get involved. If they say you resolve it with your husband. But most of the time, these guys aren't married. They just coming out here. They go to a club. They go an outing. They dip. They get what they want. They abuse them. You know, I've seen them slap a girl in the face. Nobody does nothing. You've never seen a black American man travel, or you call us passport bros. I've never seen us do anything violent like that. I've been here since 2021. I've never seen it. So I know it's BS. I know it is. Jay Rello is a fool. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to put Austin and King Greatness into it, but Jay Rello is a fool. I've seen that guy. He keeps getting his channels broken down because he was doing some foolish stuff, man, beating women and but he's one guy, BMT. He's one guy. You can't lump us all into that.
That's facts, man. Carlos Red, you there?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
I saw you on that stream, man. Them guys were just line after line after line.
Okay. What stream was that?
That was the one with Toby and the Nanu guy and everything. They was mentioning me and Zoom and everybody. You know, they were just calling us Jay Rellos. We the same as Jay. How are we the same as Jay Rello? We don't got nothing to do with Jay Rello.
Yeah, and they know we've been going after Jay Rello for like 3 years now. And they still want to lump us in with Jay Rello, which is mind-boggling. That just tells me they're a bunch of xenophobes. It's just propaganda. I got plenty of friends in Kenya, and I don't know. Hey, got a Naughty American expat. Should I cancel my trip? I'm going there.
Man, don't cancel it.
I'm not going to say when. I'll be there soon. Should I cancel my trip?
My wife has a travel agency. You can come through me and you know, she'll hook you up. She'll get you a nice hotel by the mall. In Westland.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm dead ass serious.
That's what the main things I want to know.
All right. Tell the runner, I got you in a second, brother, but let me bring in Kenyan Dispatch News. Now, this is the person that made. Oh, you just okay.
Yeah.
I've actually that's his picture because I've actually seen him on video. What's going on, Kenyan Dispatch? What is going on out there, brother?
I'm turning on the lights. Wait a moment.
Okay, go ahead, Tony Runner. You guys say something. I'll give Kenyan Dispatch a little time.
Looks bad. I'm sure there are people canceling their trips to Kenya because not just all these situations are looking bad for foreigners to go over there, especially Black Americans. Because I mean, the women that are abroad from Kenya are talking bad and reckless. The men that are there are talking bad and reckless. The tribalism is on 10. I mean, they're not making this up look good at all. And I know that, brothers. I know it's not like that maybe when you get over there. But what they're doing on YouTube and on these social media, they're making it look real bad for anybody to go over there.
Mm-hmm. Shot Big Boss Real Talk 2000 Super Chat says, y'all, I'm in Cape Town now with a baddie. I am lit. Shout out my man Big Boss. All right. King Dispatch News, you ready yet? I had to mute you. You was making a lot of noise. Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta talk about this, man, because this is a lot of disinformation going on right now.
Yeah, all they needed was one person to act stupid. And I think some of his donors are doing this on purpose. Some of Jay Rello's donors.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been attacking this dude for like 3 years now. But these people still think we're all on the same team. Jay Rello is not part of us. He never has been and never will be. I've been the most critical of that individual, and they still want to lump me in with that clown, which I find.
Yeah, they lump me. Yeah, they say I'm a Jay Rello. I'm like, how the fuck?
Hey, some of it just pure hate, man. They just not liking. They're jealous of some of us. They're not liking. Some of these Kenyan people are not wanting decent people to come over there because, I mean, the ones on the YouTube, I should say, the ones on the internet, they are hating on us, hating on people. They don't care. They're hating on all Americans.
Okay, let's see what Kenyan Dispatch News. Now, I'm assuming this is the brother that I didn't see you in the video in the protest. I guess you was behind the camera. Hold on, you muted. Hold on.
Wait a minute. He only has like 800 subscribers, but
it doesn't matter.
Hold on, Carlos. Go ahead.
It's about the information we give her.
Can y'all hear him? I can barely hear him.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
So somebody said that we are about 800 subscribers. I don't think it's about the subscribers. It's about the protest that was actually happening in Nairobi. And we happen to be the ones who captured it first, and other media companies are picking it up. So with any questions regarding the video, please let me know, because there's been a lot of speculation that we are targeting Black Americans, which is untrue. The first video was done. It was concerned with foreigners who are actually visiting Kenya.
What was the I got a couple of questions for you.
Right.
First of all, have you done any other protests before this one?
Yes, there's another video before this, like about it should be around 5 days. 5 days.
Okay, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about other protests about other issues that you're having, right? Like with the Europeans or anybody else.
Yeah,
we did. Chinese.
We did feature one of the videos that it didn't do well, but we featured a video in the year 2012. Those are Kenyan who was actually unalived by a British soldier, because in Kenya we have a training camp at Nyanyuki. It's north of Nairobi, and basically what the British soldier did, unalived the woman, and the government made claims, and the British government was protecting until recently. Before we did the video, they showed who the person was, and now the thing is that there's a little bit of confusion, because we came in at the right time. We came at the time we are fighting the Passport Brothers, but if you go to the first video, we mentioned collectively, and even on this second video, we mentioned there was a South Sudanese. For the moment, we do not have any Black American who has unalived a Kenyan, but we have a South Sudanese passport brother who unalived the Kenyan by throwing her out of the balcony.
Who? How do you know he's a passport brother? How do you know he's a passport brother?
Because in Kenya, okay, let me be right with you. In Kenya, anybody who is from a different country and does something to a Kenyan of that matter about sexuality and mistreatment, we will categorize you as passport brothers. It's all about definition.
First of all, why the hell? Hold on. Hold on. Why the hell would you associate that with a passport?
I don't know. That's what Kenyan society is doing.
Wait a minute. Why
are you saying
you don't know? You the media. Why are you
not
saying you don't know? You should know this.
No, I know. I'm not.
You just destroyed your
okay. BMT,
you're not fact checking your sources. You're a media outlet. You're not fact checking. Passport Bros are Black American men, not Somalian.
All right, Carlos, just wait a minute. I've given you a lot of chances.
Black American men are Passport Bros, not a Somalian.
Please let me explain.
Fact checked.
let me explain. According to the Black Americans, passport brothers could be a black Americans who are moving out of the country to travel. Yes, but in my country, if you come into a country, into a country, we regard you as a passport brother. Either you're from America, either you're from Britain, either if you go back, there was actually another video done by another. I think he should be European. He was caught. He was nabbed in my own city, Mombasa, and the allegations were very much serious than what the guys who are doing the videos on the protest were actually leveling against the passport brothers. So, yes,
people keep hijacking the name Passport Bro.
But that's basically that's what they want to say, and we're just
where are they getting this from?
We are capturing what is happening on the ground. You should be glad that we came around and took this video and protested. And at the moment, as we're speaking, it's on the floor of the Congress. They are talking about it at the moment. And wait a minute, there's gonna be a lot of legislation on that matter. And
what type of legislation? Because you're dealing people passport bros that don't
they're concerned about the FAA being on strike. They're not talking about no passport bros. I live here. I've been here for a while. I haven't seen anything about it on the news.
So you've not seen anything about it? Okay, BMT, mute me as I get you the.
I'll mute myself and you go find your fake news.
They're not only talking about Black Americans, but they're talking about foreigners who are actually destroying the country. We are not going to give them a chance. So, passport brother is not a main thing. It's about the Chinese. It's about the people who are not, because you have to get the facts.
Okay,
you have to get the facts right. You have Indians who are Kenyan native.
Well, then if it's about the Chinese, the Indians, and the Europeans, you need to say that instead of saying passport bro. If it's about the Chinese, the Indians, and the Europeans, you need to say that instead of saying passport bro.
Yes, because he's being disingenuous. He knows saying passport bros. People are going to automatically think Black American men. They're not going to think Chinese. They're not going to think Indian. They're not going to think Caucasian. They're going to think Black men. So you're being disingenuous.
No.
If you're a real news outlet, you would have known that.
Get it for
I've worked in journalism. You have to do your fact checking. Okay. You have to have two sources. I have no two sources to do anything. You don't have one. But hearsay. You just don't like us. You just don't like us, so you came up here. You had those people reading that script. Be honest, man.
Did you write that? By the way, did you write that?
I did not write it.
Of course he did.
So who wrote it?
Really?
They didn't write it. Not the American. Then if you believe that I make that report, please, the DCI office is close by. You said you're in Nairobi. The DCI's office is close by. Make a report.
Hold on, KLA. Hold on. Who wrote what the guy was reading on the video?
I can just ask
then
him.
Proceed. You are actually late.
Hold on, expert. KLA.
Because you are making allegations against me.
No,
you're the one making allegations.
No, he said I wrote the report for the people to read. That's not actually factual.
KLA, I had to meet you for a second, bro. You ignored my question. Who wrote what that guy was saying? This video right here.
And I was actually saying, and you muted me.
Network is a cancer to society.
Hold on. Now, who wrote this piece of paper? That's what
and
I'm
telling you, I did not write it. I answered you, and then you ended up muting me. Let's be gentlemen and discuss.
I didn't meet you on that part, but I'm saying who. So if you didn't write it, you obviously this is your stuff, right? This is your news.
It is not my stuff. It is the stuff of the Kenyan people.
It says Kenyan Digital News. Is that not you?
Yes, I had the issue, but it's not my issue.
So I'm asking you a question, brother. I'm asking you a simple question. Who wrote what he's reading? Because obviously, if he's reading it, someone wrote it. He didn't write it himself.
BMT, I'm telling you, listen, BMT, you asked me a question. Let me respond to you. I did not write the report. The report was being read by those who were at the protest. I ended up capturing the
So multiple protesters wrote what he's saying. Multiple protesters wrote that.
Yeah, the protesters are the ones who wrote it.
So why wouldn't he be talking genuinely from his experience? Did I lose you? He wrote it. I believe he wrote it personally. I guess
he did write it. BMT, right. I know a guy who works at the UN here. Okay, they're not talking about passport bros. They laughing at it. They have no idea what that is. They're more concerned about high unemployment. Okay, they're more concerned about FAA being on. I'm sorry, KAA. The Kenyan Airport Authority is on strike right now, so a lot of their facilities are shut down. So it's affecting the airport and travel. They're more concerned about that. They're more concerned about environmental things. They're more concerned about trade. Okay, they're not thinking about no passport bros. They have no idea what that is. That man made that up. That's why he logged off. Because he's full of you know what. I don't want to curse on your platform, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think he's still here. Well, he just left. He couldn't answer the questions. I just asked him, hey, who wrote what the guys wrote? Because obviously he didn't write it. He's reading it. So who wrote it?
He has.
And this is his network. So I'm asking, okay, this is your brand. King is the news. Was you the one that wrote all the signs, wrote everything?
I can create a channel tonight saying, Naughty American Expect World News and just come spewing the same thing with no fact checking, no sources.
Okay, he's back.
Just making things up, man. He just doesn't like Black American men. He don't like us traveling.
Now to America. If I had a problem with you, you could be out of the country. You are in Kenya, and I believe you're doing the right thing. No one has mentioned about you because you are in the country legally, and you're doing what is legally bringing you into the country. There are Black Americans, there are Chinese, there are people.
I pay good money to come here too.
Just listen. Let me speak. I give me time to speak, and then I'll return. You can return it back. So there are other people in this country who are actually doing a whole sheet of things that we have never seen in the country. So there are people who are raising the concerns as Kenyans, and we ended up going ahead and recorded the protest. So it is in their own right for us to record the protest, and it is their own right to speak about it. Then today, here at BMT Live, it is their own right of BMT to speak at the interest of those Black Americans who feel offended, which is very much okay.
Who idea was it for the protest?
Hey, brother. The idea is of the Kenyan people. These are grievances by the Kenyan people.
So 6 Kenyan people.
It could be 6, it could be 1. It is their right. It is enshrined by the Constitution. The people of Kenya are supreme of the Constitution. Before the Constitution, it is the people. That's why we have protests every year fighting for better living. And the government.
But you see, you see how you sound silly when one person, a Jay Rello, gets in an incident and you try to make that to be all passport bros. You saying that Austin's doing it, Kid Greatness is doing it. You was on the stream saying I was a Jay Rello. I never even been to Kenya, brother. So why are you putting my name up in this? Why are you putting the passport bros name up in this? This is one individual. Right.
So good question.
And this is the thing. I mean, y'all just look. Come on, man. It looks very manufactured.
Okay, so I think here we are missing. It's a very good question you've asked. What we are missing here is the question of who is a passport brother as a Kenyan and who is a passport brother as American. That's why we are missing the information. It's a mismatch of information. All right. Do you want me to explain?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jerelo came to the country, did a whole ton of whatever he did. We all saw it. We recorded. We did our complaints as a media company too, and he ended up leaving the country on his own. It was I don't know what you call it. He left the country on his own will, but he was given a ban. That's why until today he has not done any live because he was warned if you continue, and that's why when he does any video, he keeps on deleting. If he's a man enough, he believes that what he did was right, or he thinks that what he did is something that needs to be aired, then let the videos stay up, and the investigation department will pick it up with him.
So if Jay Rello said 101 times that he is not a passport bro, he doesn't consider himself a passport bro, why you guys keep deeming him a passport bro? That's like me saying that, hold on, let me finish. That's like me saying that you're I can call you whatever, and you keep saying to me, well, nah, man, I'm not that. I'm not
yeah,
that.
Let's say, for example,
or me calling you South African or Ghanaian or something, and you say, "Hey, brother, I'm not that." Why do you keep associating with that, even though the Passport Bros has nothing to do with that?
Well, I corrected him several times on his channel about the correct statement to use about somebody like Jay Rello, but they ignore it. That guy, what's his name?
Toby.
Nana. He just
Nana. Yeah.
He didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Yeah, he called me a Jay Rello.
Right.
He said I was Jay. He said I was a Jay Rello. You see how dangerous that is when you mislabel people like that?
Yeah, and I was trying to explain it to him. They didn't want to hear it. Well, Africans don't want to hear that. That's what he said.
Okay, Carlos, it's good you came to my channel. Have I ever removed you from the channel because of issuing your own ideas?
No, you never kicked me off. No,
I never kicked you out because why? I respect everybody's opinion. And remember, Carlos, if I remember well, I told you we have a problem of understanding or getting to know the words. The way we are using the word the passport bro in Kenya is so different from the way you think passport brother is. It could be right what you believe as passport bro is okay. Let me put it for example like this. For a white person to come to Kenya, you know what they call him? Mzungu.
Mzungu, yes.
Yes, but it's not. People think it's an offensive word. It's not an offensive word. It has never been an offensive word. It's a word that means somebody who come to our country and he was just moving around. All right, but it was only relatable to a white person because the people who were doing that were white people. So it is a stereotype. You have to understand. It's a stereotype in the Kenyan
so how come the protesters are not using the word Mzungu? They're saying passport bro. They're not saying Mzungu. They're saying passport bro. Why are they using that term? Why are they using that term instead of Mzungu?
Because in the contents of past Mzungu, it is not of sexual offense. The one we are talking about here, it is the people who have come into the country and they're doing sexual offense, and now a stereotype has been created that these passport brothers are not good people. They're coming here to exploit people. So anybody who comes with that connotation of exploiting or seems to be of that nature is regarded as a passport brother. I'm 100% sure Naughty American walks into the city of Nairobi with his accent, American accent, but nobody has mentioned that he is a passport brother. Because why? They do not know about him. But if they see Austin Holliman, they will say, yes, this is a passport brother, and this is somebody who doesn't need to be in the country.
But Austin how many times has Austin disassociated himself with the term passport bros?
You see the
thing
see
how dangerous that is? Do you see how they say, let me finish. Say if I take Kenya Dispatch News, right? And I don't know if you're liberal or conservative. I don't know what your views are. But what if I place those views onto you? You see how that would feel to you? If I just said, if I said Kenyan Dispatch News is a white supremacist, nationalist, supporting narrative news platform, and I kept drilling that on you, kept putting it on you.
I get you.
You can sue me. I have every right to sue me for defamation.
No, I don't need to sue you. I don't need to sue you. What I'll do, I will just come as on this platform and I'll explain myself. And that's why today I wrote a message on his channel and explained to him that we are the ones who did the video. If you have any grievances you need to explain, we are open. We can do a video and explain everything you need to explain. It's an open field. Everyone has his own. We are not going. We are not going to say.
Austin did do a video. He did explain it. But at the same time, it looks like you're trying to get clout. It looks like you have a small platform. Austin has a big platform. I have a nice, sizable platform. And this is your way of kind of indirectly getting clout to a certain degree. Otherwise, you wouldn't even use the word passport, bro. You just would have used foreigners. You could have just kept it foreigners. I just showed you a video of a social worker that was complaining about, or not complaining, but saying that Kenyan women are having issues being exploited by foreign men.
Right? I know of the video.
She didn't mention passport, bro. She just specifically said European men.
She was mentioning what is happening according to what she has seen. So she was explaining a directive of what she's explaining. So it's the same thing as us as Dispatch News. We were explaining exactly what we are seeing.
So you're associating Passport Bros basically for clout, for clicks and views, correct?
No,
because you have no substantial proof of these individuals being passport bros or even calling themselves passport bros.
Okay.
You know the passport bro. You know as a YouTuber that the passport bros is an extremely popular term, and that's where you can get more clicks and more views. That's why you're associating the name with that. Yes, you are.
That's not it.
That's what you're doing.
In the video,
hold on.
you could see them. In the video, you saw them. In the video,
hold on. Shout out to my man Love Travel the $5 super chat. Protesters had signs up of only black YouTuber channels. Why not white YouTubers? I've seen some who exploit women in Nairobi. That question is to you, Kenya Dispatch News, KLA.
Sorry, you admitted me, so I just paused.
Protesters had signs up for only black YouTuber channels. Why not white YouTubers? I've seen some who exploit women in Nairobi.
Then we'll do a video and ask them why they did this. So, and then you can get the answer.
But where was the signs?
I don't speak for protesters. I only speak for the media company.
Mm-hmm. Robert says in Kenya today, any black American passport, but we don't know the difference or the nuance. Why don't you guys look at the difference in the nuance thing? Why are y'all calling all black Americans passport bros?
I tried to explain the difference. They didn't want to hear it on his panel. They didn't want to hear it.
But was I not hearing you?
Okay, you want to hear it now? Remember, they didn't want to hear it. They shut me down. You allowed them to do it.
And that's why I was telling you.
You allow me to speak.
Yeah, Carlos. That's why I
don't hear.
That's why, Carlos. That's why I'm saying, Carlos. In my channel, if I was not agreeing with you, I could have removed you. Yes, I didn't remove you. I let you air your grievances and explain to people what passport bro means, because I told you there's a problem of understanding. We are shooting the video, and all of them are saying these are all passport bro, and they are doing something which is not. It's against the law. Anybody who's doing sex tourism should be arrested in Kenya.
Okay. Where do y'all get that term passport bro from anyway? Was it from very angry American women?
No, but you're saying
where do you get the term from?
Carlos,
you gotta understand. American women are pissed off that guys are leaving and not dating in America. They're pissed off. So they redefine the definition. You said you're gonna let me speak. So they redefine the definition of passport bro. That's what it sounds like you guys are doing. Y'all taking their definition of passport bro and just throwing it on us and everybody else. That's what it looks like to me. You can't just go off. Okay, if your enemy defines who you are, it's going to be biased. You do know that, right?
How is it biased?
Why do you take our enemy's definition and put it on us?
Okay, Carlos, I'll go again and explain it to you the same way I did in my channel, and I will explain it here. We have no issue with somebody deciding to come to visit the country, to live in the country, to do business in the country, even to marry. I'm not even the one who said those words. Those are words which was said by the president of the country. But the Kenyan people, some section of the Kenyan people have a problem with people who are coming into the country in the pretense that they're coming for tourism purposes, but they're actually coming for sex tourism.
How long has that been happening? How long,
generally
speaking?
One.
How long has that been happening there?
Let me finish, BMT. That is one. Sex tourism, exploitation. Okay, it doesn't mean it has to be women, even men. Exploitation of maybe jobs, maybe businesses. Swindling. We are against all that. And with the swindling, that goes directly to the Nigerians. Okay, exploitations. It goes to the Chinese, the Indians who are not Kenyan, because they are Kenyans now. They are Indians who are Kenyans by birth, by history now. So maybe Somali nationalities who are in the country. So it goes to every member of every country with their own. So we are with the Black Americans today. It has been observed as from the Kenyan people. They have observed that the passport brothers from America, or those ones who are coming to Kenya from America, let me now put it clearly. Those ones who are coming to Kenya from America are coming and with a clear motive of sex tourism. And that's what we are getting from our media. And we have proof of these said claims.
You have proof. You have proof of men claiming themselves to be passport bros.
And if this is how
hold on. You spoke for a minute. You spoke. Hold on, KLA. Hold on for a minute. Let you playing for you. So you said you have video evidence proof of men calling themselves passport bros exploiting your women.
Okay, let me be very clear. We have proof of Austin Holman with his claims that he denied today in his video. All right.
Austin Holman doesn't claim himself to be a passport. We're talking about passport bro. We're not talking about Austin. We're talking about he already said several times he's disassociated.
Austin Holman. Let me say Austin Holman minus the passport bro. But according to the Kenyan society, we refer him as a passport brother.
You see how disingenuous that is, though?
You see where it gets
so
sick?
That's like me. So what? Okay, let me ask you this: Are you Kenyan?
Yeah, I'm Kenyan.
No, you're not. You're Ghanaian.
How am I Ghanaian?
From now on, I'm gonna call you a Ghanaian because he said.
Anybody can define anything. We can define you as what we want to define you as.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you
European. You say, well, how am I European? No, you're European.
You see how
I think you're an American.
I think you're an American. Okay, you see how I got offended? That's the same way you're feeling, and I'm telling you, that's the reality on the ground. That's the you have to understand. If information goes out,
if that's the reality on the ground, that makes y'all look disingenuous. Then.
How does it look disingenuous?
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Let me catch the stupid chat. I want us to cut the issue about passport brothers.
Hey, bro, hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on. All right, Drew Donald Super Chat says, "Don't let him off the hook." BMT, he did not answer. Let me know what you want me to ask him again. I thought he answered the question. Mark Way with the $5 Super Chat says, "These Africans hate successful black men. Don't forget, these are the same people who sold us." Okay, I don't think Kenyans actually sold Black America. I think that was on the other side of the continent.
That's a lie. We never sold anyone. And actually, that history
is West Africa, yeah.
And that history is distorted.
Appreciate the super chat, though, brother.
I tend to believe 50%. No African people sold anybody.
Okay, so that's just
and
like
if you want me to explain,
that's like Austin Holloman saying he's not a passport bro anymore. But you keep on calling him a passport bro. So if you say Kenya never sold slaves, one of us Americans kept saying, "Oh yeah, Kenya's still selling slaves," even though factually we know historically it didn't happen. But we just arbitrarily keep saying that you did. That's the same thing as you calling Austin Holloman, lumping him in with the passport bros because he used to be one. Do you understand how disingenuous that is?
I understand. And,
I know you want to get clicks and views on your channel. I understand it. It's a business move. There's nothing wrong with that. But to blatantly come out and just tell a lie is not. It's not. You're claiming to be a news outlet. It's not looking good, brother. It's not looking good at all. But you know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I understand that. I mean, just being on this platform, BMT's helping your channel. So, God be with you, man. I wouldn't want to be known to be a news outlet that's being disingenuous just to get clicks and views. But that's just me.
He has his guest on there, Kung Fu Panda, who I think he's YT American, and he spews out all this misinformation about the passport bros, and it might be affecting his judgment of us. I'm thinking.
You talking about that? What's his name?
Carlos. My thoughts are independent, and those independents, the protest that was actually happening, it was actually independent. Take my word for it.
I believe you.
And I want us to be. You know why I came on this live? I want us just to talk about it. There's an issue arising. I believe as a Kenyan, we need to address it. It might be about passport, bro. Let's talk. I want us to just talk on the issue. Let's talk. Let's leave about passport brother. Let's denounce here on this channel that Austin Holloman is not a passport brother, and talk about the main issue.
Or J. Rello.
The main issue here. The main issue is here. We have evidence of Austin claiming that he did something to a virgin woman in Kenya, and she almost lost her life, and that's a very serious matter.
See, we don't know the,
for
listen,
that matter,
we don't.
very serious matter. And I've taken upon myself that I will go to the DCI and present this. If we have to have Austin arrested, we will do it. Believe my word.
Okay, that's a different situation, brother. Like I don't want to get too.
And that's why I want us to talk about. Let's leave the Passport Brothers. If we believe that we offended you as Kenyans, grouping you as Passport Brothers, okay, we are very sorry as a channel. And also, I want to speak for those Kenyans who also believe the same. But now, let's tackle the real issue. There's issues where it's happening that we are having people doing things behind YouTube. We don't know what's happening at the moment. Somebody could be being used the wrong way or coerced, forced into something that they are not willingly done. Just look at the same issue with Jerelo. He was trying to force the woman. You know?
Brother, that has nothing. That has nothing to do with what we have.
Let me get it right. Also, I'm not saying Jerelo was also wrong. I also believe.
Then focus on
Jerelo.
Don't say Passport Bro. Just say Jerelo.
No, I said Jerelo.
We would back you. We would back you. Just stick with him, though.
No, not America. I never said Passport Bro. I said I'm talking about Jerelo, the situation. Also, there's a problem we are having. So we're having an issue with some kind of with our women, some of them, not all of them, some of them, because you can see that was that video looked offensive, but also let's also say that woman also was wrong because she put herself in the situation with Jerelo, and you can see her asking for money. Let's be honest. Also, the Kenyan woman was the wrong to some point. So we are talking about this issue that is only happened to have seen for us to see on the live or to come on the media. But what is happening on the ground, the locals are telling me whatever you're seeing on the internet is just a fraction of what is happening in the ground. In the video, you can hear them saying they're renting houses next to us and they're doing a matter of all shenanigans.
But where's your proof of that? Where's the videos?
Telling you what they told me.
I can give you an example. Right. They're going to be there are most. Hold on, KLA.
Just imagine.
KLA,
I took Jerelo's side, and I even
you get mad when I mute you, brother. But you gotta let the host talk, brother. I'm trying to ask you a question now. When people do mischievous things, do crazy things out here in Thailand, you're going to have a bunch of videos the next day, right? You're going to have Russian guy did this, Israeli guy did this. Where are the videos of so-called Passport Bros doing these heinous acts? Or even not even just Black Americans, to be specific, doing all these heinous acts? Where are the videos? Where's the proof? Where are the guys with Passport Bros t-shirts running around colonizing your country, so-called? Because you guys mentioned neo-colonialism too. You said we was colonizing your country. You said all these things, but where are these people? Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? You unmuted.
Give me some names of people who've done these bad things. Give me some names.
I'm quiet because he muted me when I was saying my words.
Well, okay, yeah, but go ahead.
It's so much unprofessional that somebody's speaking and then you end up muting that person.
Yeah, but the reason I got to mute you, man, because I'm trying to ask you a specific question, and you keep.
No, you could have let me finish first, and then you ask the question.
Right, but yeah, you basically finished. You would tell a point, but you'll keep on going. So once you tell us the point, and I tell you, hold on for a moment so I can ask the question, then I have to mute you.
Okay. Somebody said in the comment section, I want to answer because I was looking from the comments. Kenya Dispatch News. Good question. Did you have much energy for the Chinese guy who whipped the two Kenyan men and they were slaves?
KLA. I got to interrupt you again.
It's the same question. It's the same question.
It's not the same question. Yeah. I said, did you have proof of guys associating themselves with the Passport Bros doing all these heinous acts you know, colonizing your country. Where are the videos? Where are the videos of the dysfunction?
You put me in a situation whereby I exonerated Austin Holman as a passport brother. So right now I am speaking of those ones who are offending. So please don't put them together, because if you put them together, we'll still go back to the same place where we started. I'm trying so hard to not put passport brothers and the people who are doing the mistake. Okay. So because if you ask me where it is associated with passport brothers, then we're gonna start again. And the thing is, we are having a society at the brink.
KLA, just answer the question, brother. Where are the videos? Where is the evidence? Do you have it?
No, but it doesn't make sense for me. You're telling me that Austin Holman.
How does it make sense?
Can I finish? That's why and then you will mute me again. You see, that's a problem.
You trying to deflect from the question, sir?
Please.
It's a yes. It's a yes, BMT. I have many videos that I can post and show you and send you an email of so-called passport bros committing such heinous acts. You will be shocked. I will put the video out tomorrow.
So can I say?
You go ahead. It's a yes or no question.
Please, and don't.
It's a yes or no question, brother. Yes or no? Do you have evidence? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I will not answer you because you put me in a situation.
I didn't put you. I asked you a question.
No, you put me in a situation where I cannot answer you.
So asking if you have evidence.
Betty.
So asking if you have evidence is putting you in a situation.
I saw how you did it. Let me now start it. We are going to go from the start. Then Austin Holman is a passport brother. And he's
We're not talking about Austin Holman right now, sir.
You put me in that situation.
We asked you a specific question. Do you have evidence of so-called passport bros committing heinous acts? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, where are the videos?
Austin Holman, I'll pull it up.
We're not talking about Austin Holman. We're not talking about Jay Rello. You're saying passport bros as a plural, as a network. Where is this network of passport bros committing these heinous acts? Yes
BMT,
or no, sir?
You need to relax. BMT, you need to relax.
I'm relaxed.
Then relax. And let me answer the question.
Please answer my question.
You want me to answer you?
Please answer my question.
Our reality as Kenyans, anybody who comes to our country, okay, and does sex tourism and puts it on the internet, or he does that without even putting it on the internet, we regard him as passport brother. And we believe that Austin Holman is part of the passport brothers. And he did some crimes. And
you keep mentioning, you know what?
Because you
mute your ass, man. I'm tired of you, brother. I'm tired of you, man. I'm catching super chats. I'm gonna let somebody else talk for a minute. Brandon Clark starts in passport bros. $5 super chat. Shout out to the panel for keeping it 100. Shout out to BMT in the chat, man. I really appreciate that. I got my man Ash L in the building with a $5 super chat. These types of African men are pure cowards because they will never address the WM over there doing atrocities. All right. Shout out to my man Brandon Clark starts in passport. He's also a member. Shout out to you, man. I got my man Drew in the building. There you go, BMT. Hold him accountable. I appreciate that. We got my man Live, Love, Travel with a $5 super chat. Hard-eyed guys colonizing the country when the women consent and engage in whatever activities, they are just as bad and never held accountable. Okay. Let somebody else talk for a minute. You haven't talked in a minute, man. You want to address something?
Yeah, we got facts. We really do have facts on Europeans going over to Kenya doing some crazy things, and they ain't talking about it. Like you said, we got videos of people, Chinese people doing things over there. We have things that people have done. The things that he's talking about, I mean, the things that they're saying are unreported. They are rumors that they have started. But we have actual facts on other people going to Kenya doing what they're talking about, and they're not saying anything about it. There's no protest, and then he's trying to mix foreigners with passport brothers. Just say foreigners, because that's the problem, and not us.
All right, shout out my man Megatron $2 super chat. BMT, he has no proof. He only has trust me, bro. Okay.
And BMT, the arrogance that I get it from these Kenyan people is ridiculous. They're disrespectful. The way they talk to you, it's bad business. You don't get taught like when you go to other places. They ain't being like this when you go to Colombia, when you go to Brazil, when you go to Thailand, when you go to the Philippines. They ain't talking like this. Why are they talking like this? If they so-called trying to say that we're brothers, that we are all black. Come on now. They really looking bad. Real bad out here.
Okay, when you spew out misinformation like that, like you're doing, it puts innocent people in danger as a possibility. Because all it takes is one crazy person who doesn't understand what that is. Say, oh, he's a black American. Oh, he's one of those Passporbros. Oh, he's gonna do something bad to our women. That's what we don't want to happen. Understand? Hey, I'll be over there. I don't want anybody coming at me or any of my friends.
All right, I got a lot of guys in the back end. Guys, you gotta cam up for a second, man. I don't want to get nude bomb on the live, so you got to at least cam up for a moment. All right, I'll bring on Jack to the show. Somebody's in the background a little bit.
Yeah, BNT, how you doing, brother?
Oh, what's good, man? And Keys in the chat, y'all welcome to pull up too. I got some feedback, man.
Hey, BMT. I don't know if you can hear me correctly.
Yeah, we hear you. Hey, whoever got the feedback, please. Hey, that might be. Yeah, turn off your audio down on the playback of the YouTube. All right. Go ahead, Jack.
All right. So I'm a traveler for several years. We've been to a couple of the same places, specifically Thailand, Sawadee Kap. I hope you're enjoying yourself out there, brother.
Oh, yeah. Come grab.
That's what's up, bro. My only thing, and I've been saying this as I've been observing you brothers build your brands for quite some time, is that we need to keep a certain amount of anonymity, because when you start to put yourself on news platforms and things that are controlled by other people who don't always have your best interest at heart, these are the common results. Our brother is, I'm going to just say Austin, right? I think he's a very intelligent young brother, but he, for several years, has always used his face, display where he's traveling to, sharing too much information. We have too many haters, too many people who stand to gain from our loss. Okay? Now, I've been traveling since 2012, all over Southeast Asia. Never really posted it.
Hey, Jerome, interrupt you, brother, but they complain about your mic a little bit, man. I'm gonna come back to you.
No worries.
Let me welcome Brooklyn onto the show. Brooklyn, you there?
Yeah. What's good?
What's good, man?
Ain't shit, man. I'm in Cambodia right now.
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm in Cambodia right now, and I was, between Cambodia and Thailand. And like you said, Africans don't rock with us out here. You feel me? Even in Thailand, like you see Africans, they run away from you once they find out you're American. You know what I mean? But I wanted to ask a question though to the Kenya Dispatch News. I wanted to ask him what he think about the Mikey Oliver dude who like 3 years ago he went to Kenya, he got like 1,000 women, like he had 1,000 women, and I think he was running around there with the STD, and it was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? But the Kenyans ain't really protest that though. You know what I mean? So
man, if KLA is there, you can answer, brother. But please land your plane. Don't answer his question. KLA, you there? Yeah, I still have him muted. Hold on. No, he muted his own mic.
Yeah, BMT. When you talk about what that brother's talking about, they just get quiet. They ain't got nothing to say, because that's what I'm saying. There's facts about white guys going over to Kenya, doing a whole bunch of craziness, and they ain't getting that kind of smoke.
All right.
But can we keep our community
Oh,
closed?
They just get quiet because they don't have. They only have some hate for us.
Oh, and BMT. Oh, I wanted to say, man, I get what you were saying to him, but I don't agree with you when you like. I understand, like you were saying, Austin is not a passport bro, and Jay Rello is not a passport bro, which they not. But unfortunately, you already know they gonna brand us as passport bros no matter who it is. You know what I mean? So that's just a reality of the situation, you know, and we definitely got to come at the reality of the
Why do
situation.
we have to have a group name title though?
I mean, it's not we. It's not we. It was a certain group of people, which is like me, who call ourselves passport bros, but they apply it to everybody. That's
Like
just what it is.
Young Jay, that's in retrospect of why this, why that. We here now. There's no point in discussing
Yeah.
why.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you,
I
Brooklyn, for
agree.
explaining.
But
You
some
got
of
it
us
very
have
right.
kids in these countries, right? We have
It is not
families in
about
these countries. We building things.
It is about those ones who are coming to the country and doing all manner of sort of things, and this is going to affect the passport bro movement. Either the passport bro movement was going for a good experience or a bad experience. The thing is, the reality on the ground or the reality of things, it will be pinned on the passport bro, and it's gonna have. It has had a lot of ripple effect, and people are now talking about it. Channels are now picking up with it. I'm being boomed with emails about this same situation.
So who are the passport bros then? Who are these guys? Who are these guys? Anybody y'all can call passport bros?
My phone can't stop ringing.
Okay. Do you want to answer Brooklyn's question? Kelly, did you want to answer Brooklyn's question?
We should take our money away from these countries who want to make these kind of content about us. Just take your money away. Don't travel there. Cut off yourself from their countries.
I agree.
All right, Brooklyn. Ask that question again.
Oh, the Mikey Oliver dude. Listen, Kenya Dispatch News. What do you think about the Mikey? What do y'all think about the Mikey Oliver dude? 3 years ago, he had sex with about 1,000 Kenya. He went to Kenya, had about 1,000 Kenya women, if I'm not mistaken, something like a high number, and he was spreading like STDs throughout the community. And Kenya women, Kenya wasn't really boycotting them. It was a white dude. I don't remember where he was from exactly.
All right. KLA, look, he might be on the phone right now. Okay, he might be macking right now.
Yeah. There are all kinds of, if you go to any of these free pornography websites, there are exploited but Africa teens and all kinds of stuff created by Europeans.
We're getting a little too far in the weeds with that. We know. I think people are aware of that.
Right. So why is that not an issue though?
You know, they just got the same for us.
Yeah, they macking over there. He. All right, you back, KLA?
Sorry about that.
Okay, he asked you a question. Did you hear his question? Did you hear Brooklyn's question? KLA, are you there?
I don't know what he doing.
Am I muted or something?
They ain't got no answer.
Nah, we hear you.
Question, they don't have no answer. They just,
KLA,
can
you hear me?
Oh, you have a question for me, Brooklyn?
Yeah. He asked you about. Yeah. Go ahead, Brooklyn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, what do you think about the Mikey Oliver dude, or what do y'all think about the Mikey Oliver dude, who is a white dude? He went over there to Kenya 3 years ago and he had about 1,000 women, and he was spreading STDs all throughout Kenya to these women. And you know, Kenyans ain't really boycott him.
It's the first time I'm hearing from you. Can you send me the information about this story?
Just type in Mikey Oliver Kenyan and then put STD or something on YouTube.
Okay, let me check it.
I just got back. You saying this is the first time you ever heard of it?
Oliver.
Hold on, Mikey Oliver. Mikey Oliver.
Wait a minute, this is the first time you heard about this?
STD news, yes?
Yeah, Kenya.
I cannot believe this. This is the first time you ever heard of it.
The white guy.
BMT.
Okay, it's coming up.
Okay, we'll let you take a look at that, KLA, and I don't know, Carlos, you want to hop back in?
Okay.
BMT, I just want to congratulate you. I love your content, brother, but I just wish we could keep it anonymous.
I think we passed that point, brother. It's out in the space
get
now.
into my feeds. And you know, most of this information. Oh yeah, I see. HIV infecting HIV. So already there's somebody did the video. Zachary Kenya. Somebody
did y'all do a protest?
So, apparently at that time I was not doing this kind of videos.
Did you do a hit piece on them?
I also want to ask KLA a question.
They exposed them.
1,000 cases of HIV, you did no protesting. You just let it slide, huh? Okay.
No,
you did that.
no, but the protest is here. They are here. The videos are here. It's
KLA.
all explained here. And
I've worked for a
guy was
Kenyan.
visiting the country, and he left. That's what
I've worked for Kenyans. I'm very close to Kenyans.
I don't know much about it. I can't speak about it much. But people already made the videos. All these are videos.
But they didn't protest white men. They protested just him.
All these are videos by
individually.
Yes, ask him about that part. Ask him about that part, about whites, Arabs, and everyone else. Ask him about this.
Yeah.
And this is
Just
what
him.
and even
he
today,
did the evil. But if Jay Rello does the same thing, it's not even 1,000 people, not one person affected. But Jay Rello was wrong. You're gonna lump all these Black American men, aka Passporbros, into one basket. But that guy infected 1,000 women with HIV through sex. And since on your only response is, "Oh, I'm not going to talk about it because it's already spoken about," he did a lot more damage. This is what we mean by saying that you're being disingenuous.
but now to American, one thing you have to understand: we are not actually targeting race. This is why we have a problem. We are not targeting race. We are talking about crimes committed in the country. This was also, I can see the videos. I did not know about this, but I can see the videos. Kenyans made videos about it. And I see already another video saying that he was asked to leave the country. So
how about put him in jail?
Somebody
asked
did.
to leave the country. He should be in jail.
I don't know about it, but it seems to be 5 years ago, and somebody says he was actually left, he was told to leave the country, or he had left the country.
Are you gonna do a broadcast on all Caucasian men coming to Kenya saying, "Let's watch out for these white travelers"? No, you're not.
Naughty, go
one
to my
Jay
channel.
Rello, and you're gonna lump all of us
go
together.
To my channel, you will see I did a video of a British army who unalived the Kenyan. It is not about race. Please.
I'll go to your channel after BMT ends his live stream.
Yeah,
let's
check.
stick with you though. Let's just stick with you. Why you don't have all this vitriol and disgust with that one white man who did all that damage, 1,000 cases of HIV to Kenyan women, but one Jay Rello act the fool with a couple of women, and you're gonna lump all Black American travelers, all Black men, passport, but you're gonna lump us all together as being
Naughty.
These
Naughty, have I speak ill about you? Has any Kenyan speak ill about you? I'm sure if you're in Kenya.
I'm talking as a collective. I know me personally. Yes. I haven't done anything personal. I'm talking about as a Black American collective. So that's the thing. You're giving us a bad name, giving us a black eye in the game, and it's not right.
No.
You understand me? You're an intelligent man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Come on. Don't be disingenuous. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
And I'm telling you.
Why don't you have that same energy for this guy, this white guy who did all that damage to those 1,000 Kenyan women? Why don't you give him the same energy?
Naughty, are you
protest about it now?
Naughty, are you
those women,
about something?
He damaged 1,000 women for the rest of their lives. God forbid if they had children.
I asked you, Naughty, a question. Naughty, I asked you a question. Are you guilty about something doing in Kenya?
Pardon?
Are you guilty of something that you did in Kenya?
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, then why are you bothered?
No, because you're trying to deflect it on me. I'm talking about this.
I'm not deflecting. I'm not mentioning
you. Talking about Black American men, passport bros, running amok here in Kenya. I haven't done anything. Deflecting. Don't deflect. That's called deflection. It's not going to work. Let's stick to why you're not making a hit piece on the white men who come to this country who do way worse. You got no You've got no sweat for them, no drama for them. You've
But
got no protests.
I never did the video,
Nothing.
but Kenya sent the
Why?
video. Naughty.
I'm
All
talking
these are
about
videos
today.
related
I'm
to that
talking
story.
about right now.
I just clicked it.
He isn't the
I
only
just
one.
clicked it.
He isn't the only one doing it. There's other ones doing it, and you're not putting it on the air. You're not writing any blogs.
No,
you're not making
you're
any
blaming
videos.
me.
Why?
You're blaming me. Now let's get it right.
I'm
You're
not
blaming me
blaming. I'm
for
asking you a question. How come you don't have the same energy for them as you do for us?
All right.
It's
So
not a
you're
rhetorical
blaming...
question. It's okay to
Okay,
answer
can I
this instead of deflecting.
Can I answer?
Don't deflect to
Can I
me
answer?
saying, "Oh,
Okay,
okay,
can I answer?
what have you done? Are you guilty of something?" No, answer the question. I made it very. I've answered ask you a simple GED question. All you gotta do is answer it. I'll
can
mute
I answer
myself.
you?
Answer.
Can I answer you? Okay.
Go ahead, Kayla.
So you're asking me where I am not doing the same video. I do not know about the story. I'm just finding it now. And in the videos I'm seeing here, it is from
But
Kenyans.
there's other white guys who have done the same thing. He's not the only one. He's just the most popular.
And also,
why aren't you talking about?
And also, you have to remember. Also, I did a video of a white person in Mombasa. I discussed it on another channel, who was doing things I cannot even say in this channel because I don't want BMT to lose this channel.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Right?
Let me ask you this. Why don't you?
Channel,
why are you treating him like a
man from Europe?
You try, but you see how you treated him like an individual. Like you're not saying Europeans are doing this. You're saying this one particular individual is doing this.
I can't hear BT.
But when it comes to Black Americans, you label us all passport bros.
BT, I can't hear you.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
You saying something?
Yeah, we can hear you. He playing games.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
y'all can hear you. Maybe like
all
talking
right,
to
me. You playing games, man. BMT, why no live when the Colombians protested passport bros? I think we did do a couple lives. I don't even remember when that was, but I want to welcome Will Chill. With Will, you had something to say? I'm getting to you, Game Changer. But Game Changer, before I get to you, brother, please be respectful. All right, just be respectful. I know how you get, Game Changer. But go ahead, Will Chill.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Always good to be here. Appreciate you, BMT. Just became a member. No, I'm already a member on some other stuff you have, but yeah. Okay, so KLA, I guess one of my questions is, I think when we start calling out people, I think it's very important that you have to solidify those accusations. I think when you generalize, then people automatically get defensive because they're like, wait a minute, you're calling out somebody and you really don't know the whole situation. There's not a big, tourist influx of African-American men going to Kenya as it is like Colombia, Ecuador, Panama, Southwest Asia. It's just not as many. And one of the things about Kenya, for what I understand about y'all's culture, y'all do some self-policing. And when I say self-policing, meaning that if you see something out of place, people take the law into their own hands and they will do something against that person. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, there's already a colonization mindset of most Kenyans when they see Americans there, but that number, like I said, is so few. Why is it that, okay, I will give you another example as well before, you answer. It's just like people that go to Kenya or people that go to the Horn of Africa, Djibouti or something like that. You would have Black women, they wouldn't even talk to me as a Black man. When I was stationed there, they would talk to the white men only. So it's kind of like they would put white people up on a pedestal who were the real colonization versus the Black people who actually just want to find out, the homeland. They want to learn about, their culture. So that's the main reason why they go there. So I think that I'm not discerning anything you said because I just came into this conversation, but I heard, people's names being thrown around without, any due process of proof.
Okay, KLA, you want to respond? Let me catch super chat. James Hudden with the $5 super chat says, I've seen videos of Chinese hitting Kenyans and white people doing much worse, but they have smoke for us. Shout out to my man James Hudson, the Pod Super Chat. I really appreciate that. I don't know if KLA might have walked away or something like that. Game Changer, you wanna hop on?
Yes, I do. So it's unfortunate what happened, how Kenyans behaved. The thing is, in this situation, what Austin really highlights it is that unfortunately for us and those who wish to travel to Kenya, Kenya is a part of the Black American female sisterhood. Meaning that they will always work in the best interest of the Black American female. And creating an alternative mating market for Black American men does not work in the interest of the Black American female. So Kenyan women are not going to do it. Additionally, the Kenyan men sees this as a potential of opportunity, and they're not going to competition, potential competition. And they're not going to allow that either. That's why you're seeing men in the background protesting Austin Holloman. Now, I do find it interesting that they protest Austin Holloman as opposed to like Jay Rillo, or, people mention the numerous white and Asian guys that actually exploit them, not theoretically exploit them. And what they're doing is they're picking the weakest target. They know that, Jay Rillo, he's definitely created a reputation of somebody that, if you bite, he bites back. Where Austin, he goes into this, oh, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just let me help you. He still goes into this passive state that they exploit. Basically, they're literally taking kindness for weakness. And that's what's going on now. That's why he's getting the smoke versus, more aggressive content creators. This is a very sad state of affairs. But something, what has become clear is that we're not really welcome there. And even if you are, the sisterhood is going to be there, meaning that they're only going to embrace simps. So,
Yo, can I say one thing?
No. So why would you so eagerly try to go and to a place where you're not welcome? I mean, literally, it's like I don't understand the Black people during the Jim Crow era South who, was trying to force their way into the white only establishments.
Background
I don't know
noise.
who's making that noise.
You got a background
Bro,
noise.
continue what you're saying, bro.
Well, the background noise is, distracting. Nevertheless, why try to force your way into an establishment that made it clear that they don't want your presence there? As opposed to going to more welcoming parts of the world.
Hey, everybody mute up who's not talking for me, please. There's somebody. Who the hell is that?
So that's King of Dispatch News because he's the only one not muted up.
All right. Kayla, did you want to say something?
Sorry, I didn't get the question because I was answering somebody in the background.
Okay,
I sent you a video. I sent you a video on a congresswoman, because that's what we call them in America, Congress. So she was explaining about Kenya is for Kenyans, and she never even mentioned about passport law, but it is inclusive of all these things that is happening in the country that is actually illegal. And it's not about passport, bro. She didn't even mention about passport, bro. So if PMT, you can.
So if she's not mentioning Passport Bros, why are you?
Wait.
Why are you mentioning Passport Bros if that woman didn't mention us?
Because
why are we talking about?
When I joined this live, you told me to differentiate Passport Bro and the act. So I'm saying she said this on the parliament and did not mention about Passport Bro.
Yes, sir. I know.
Okay, this is unacceptable.
That's true. But why? If she didn't
fellas,
mention
this is more
Passport Bros,
evidence
why are you mentioning
that
Passport Bros?
that Kenyan is a part of the sisterhood. Look at what they're doing. How come she is not STFU? You know, how come every time, how come y'all got these fat women, speaking to the masses, and the masses is gathered around listening to these broads? This is ridiculous. Y'all got a matriarchy there. Why in the world should Black American men leave the Black community, which is a Black matriarchy, to go to a whole nation of Black matriarchies? Y'all got female politicians saying no more outsiders. That is ridiculous. She needs to, I don't know, put on a red suit and say Wakanda forever, but don't have her, speaking to men. What in the world is this? People are actually going to Black female matriarchies. This is madness. You got one overweight chick, with a bunch of
Okay, game changer. Okay.
Yo, BMT, I gotta say something, bro, real quick for you.
All right, KLA, you got a lot of feedback, brother. Do you have a phone on or something? You got a ton of feedback.
No, because I'm getting calls from people too. There's something.
Okay.
There's some incident I need to go and cover.
Yo, BMT. Yo, bro, I think we being bamboozled. Cause I looked it up, bro. These niggas don't got no views on this shit. It's like 500 views. You know who really made this story big was I think he's Jamaican, a Jamaican guy in Canada. Canada. His name LTTV. And I think Austin reacted to that video, and that's what's making. I think we're making the story big. These niggas don't got no views, bro.
Okay, man.
Okay, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure, BMT, for allowing me to join the panel.
KLA,
everything that you wanted to be answered. Because you downplayed me that I don't have views, so I'll just go and struggle with my views. And
KLA,
it's been a blessing.
Do me a favor, email me at blackmanTravels@gmail.
I sent you already my email.
You send me your email?
KenyaDispatchNews@gmail.com.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think Austin just made this shit big. This shit wouldn't have had no legs, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised he responded to it.
I'm not surprised he responded because he does need more views on that news channel. He does need more views. He does. So this has actually helped him. It helped him. But it is what it is.
If you think Austin, he went over there to support the Kenyans and trying to get people to come over there, and he's getting attacked. So the whole program that he's trying to go over there and try to do is just been a big failure because it's looking bad. It's just looking bad. He's not advertising. He's making people not want to come to Kenya with all the stuff that's been happening.
Well, that's further evidence of the matriarchy and the sisterhood that I'm talking about. Much like the Black American sisterhood, anything
Game
in progress.
Game changer. How are you associating this? This ain't got nothing to do with Black women.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck bro talking about.
Man,
like, come on, you keep trying to. Let's be fair. Like this is something dealing with
Kenya is a man's country. Trust me.
BMT, I did make the association clear earlier
not like America.
when I was saying that the Kenyan women are working in the interest of Black American women. And having a alternative.
I think generally speaking, man, I think women all work in the interest of women.
Well, he is right.
No.
They look up to Western societies, no matter where you
are. Black American women and white American women do not work together, to stunt Black male progress. They don't. Most women compete with each other for quality men. Black American women, however, work together to, control said men. And
you just talking about feminism, bro. You just speaking about feminism, bro.
No, it's deep. It's deeper than feminism. It's womanism. A phrase coined by Alice Walker, who is a Black American woman. It goes much deeper than just feminism that
He's
works
talking about the woman who wrote The Color
women.
Purple.
But nevertheless, let's just say that feminism is the root of the sisterhood. It definitely appears as if Kenya has embraced that ideology as well, meaning that they once again will not work in the interest of passport bros who are anti-feminists. They're going to work in the interest of feminists, Black American or otherwise, meaning that they are not going to help in any endeavor, even if it benefits them. That's what that means.
I mean, Game Changers does have a little bit of a point because the thing is,
a lot of a point.
Get done
They have
being done. Hold on. You don't see this being done by other women in other communities. Is not. I'm talking about the support that these girls that the girl that's messed with the man from Detroit and went back. She gets so much support from some Kenyan women. And if that was same thing happened to Filipina, she didn't get that kind of support from Filipinas. Okay, so that's what Game Changer's trying to say. The support the women get, and even the men, the Kenyan men, they're giving these women support. It's crazy.
Well, there have been BLK American women in the social media spaces of Kenyan women spewing that propaganda, especially after that couple that they broke up when it came to America. She went to Las Vegas or something. They really been in the ear of these Kenyan women about, the Passporbros are this, the Passporbros that. So they are getting into their ear with their propaganda.
But it ain't working though. It's not working though, and it's not working though because it's really not though, bro. It's not working.
It's not working because those type of women are called slave queens.
I'm gonna give you an example why it's not working.
Not the majority.
For example, we're the ones
slave queens.
We're the ones who's making this story big. I just did a little real. I don't see this shit going viral nowhere in Kenya. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not working because one, they need bread. That's how they looking at it. They looking at anybody who got more money than them as a come up, regardless to who it is, whether it's black, white, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is not gonna work in the streets in Kenya when they see us in the club. It's just not gonna work. It works more on TikTok because see, that's the thing. You can have 1 out of 1,000 Kenyan women that feel this way about a passport, bro, and they all 1 out of 1,000 could gavel on the same TikTok video and comment and say, "Yo, you go, sis. I'm glad you left that passport, bro." You know, and really,
TikTok's not the real world, Brooklyn.
And the crazy part is, Son was just, that shit did hurt me because Son was just a nerd who was probably Pan-African and wanted to just marry African women. Most of us ain't even marrying women, let alone an African women.
He just wifed up a slave queen. He was wet behind the ear. He didn't know better.
And she was dirt, bro. She looked horrible, bro.
Most Kenyan women are not slave queens. That's a small minority. Right. He just got the wrong woman.
Right.
Yo, bro, she looked bad, bro.
Kenyan men have said that too. That he just picked the wrong Kenyan woman.
He did pick the wrong one.
Right, that's all it was. It wasn't anything.
All that skin bleaching of her skin, the makeup, the fake hair.
Okay, well,
yo, BMP.
Let's do this.
Why you didn't want to talk?
Brooklyn brings up a valid point when he talks about that the video didn't go viral or anything like that. So I'll challenge that and say, where is the Kenyan women who are welcoming and up-talking passport bros or men traveling to Kenya? Where is the advertisement? Where's the support?
Well, you know what, Game Changer? In all fairness, I did have a Kenyan woman reach out to me, and she's definitely, I wouldn't say she's a supporter of Passport Bros, but her boyfriend is an American. So just in all fairness, you do have Kenyan women out there that's like, hey, I want to date who I want to date.
No, here's what I'm talking about, BMT. So there's people like the Filipina P. There's people like Smart Girl Philippines. There's people like Soraya Brooks. There are actual YouTube, content creators like saying, hey, come over here, and chronically, encouraging Black American men to come to this particular place. Now, or really just, anyone. That doesn't exist in Kenya in large numbers. What we do have is politicians, according to Dude, we have politicians saying Kenya is for Kenyans. Like, okay, well, y'all can have it. That's the way I look at that.
I agree. I mean, he's talking facts because that's what's going on. You got women, like I say, Filipino women saying, come over here, we love you, and all this stuff. And we got Kenyan women saying, get that sucker. He's a sucker. He's take him for all his money. Teach us.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
want hard to teach them how to take brothers. So,
but you know what's the thing?
Do y'all really think Kenyan women are a monolith? We hate to be called a monolith. So why are you going to treat them like a monolith? You really think all of them think like that?
No.
I don't care.
That's what it looks like. That's all we're saying. That's what it looks like.
But here's the funny part.
Ignore the optics. I never let optics prevent me from going to any country I want to visit. I've never have. When I was in the military as a
I
civilian,
disagree with you,
if I
bro.
want to go there, I'm going to go there. I'm not going to depend on
Why do you want
somebody's
to go there?
political
Why do you
views
want to go there?
or YouTube
let me say
channel
this to
to
y'all.
stop me from visiting someplace.
Why
I'll
do
do
you want
boots
to
on the
go
ground.
there?
I find out about. If I like
No,
the
I
country,
get
I'm going to find out.
But okay, but why do you want to go there? What do you like? Why go there?
Well, one thing, the land's a lot more affordable here. I don't have to pay property tax for the land I bought 2 years ago. Cost of living is great. The food is good. We're right over the equator, Nairobi, Kenya. The great weather. You can grow vegetables year round here. The country's not at war like Ethiopia, always having a civil dispute amongst themselves. It's just that they have 5G internet. It's just better here. I'll take Kenya over Ethiopia,
so the same
Tanzania any day. It's the best East African country, period.
That's good. That's good promo. But see, that's the thing.
But see, even though
it's
I
not
gave it a good promo, don't take my word for it. You find that for yourself. You come there and visit yourself. Just don't
Nah,
take
I'd
my
rather be in
word for it.
Thailand, bro. But look,
I could be full of you know what, man. Don't take my word for it.
no,
You do your
understand
own
this.
due
I don't
diligence. You
wanna.
find out yourself.
There's a
But here's
significant
what-
time. There's a significant time, money investment into going into any place, and quite frankly, from what you said, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. You know, I mean, there's great weather in Lynchville, Mississippi, but I don't want to go. So, I mean, you know, there's just because
The price of eggs are cheaper in Kenya than they
Yeah,
are.
nah, that's disingenuous, bro.
Mississippi.
No.
The game
I can
changer.
get 30 eggs for $3.71. Can you top that?
And then
So
we got
you
309.
spend like an extra $1,000
Hold
on
on,
a
game changer.
ticket
Hold on.
to be there, and then
Hold on, game changer. Hold on, brother. We got 329 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. This is a pretty big topic. I'm gonna go ahead. It's like almost 3 a.m. In the show, but I promise I will do a runner-up show maybe sometime this evening, guys. So once again, I appreciate everybody coming on the panel. We're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man.
All right.
Salute.
All right. I'll be doing a show on this tomorrow.
Peace. Appreciate you, brother.
I'm gonna do a follow-up on this.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I'll be doing a show on this. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, shout out.
American time.